Hi, this is the Just Getting Through Life podcast by Kim.
And Jonathan.
And today we got some really good advice from my brother's fiance, and she actually um, told me that there's a book out there called A Thousand Questions for Couples. And some of the questions were really, really good. So it hits on everything, really, like everything: money, relationships, past, present, children, wedding, sex, career, education, blah, 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 blah. And my brother told me that the personality, feelings, and emotions one are was like his favorite questions. And what they do is they ask each other these questions when they go on road trips. So they have something to talk about. And I was like, we have a podcast. So we can talk about this shit every day, all day, every day.
Every day.
All day, every day. Just ask each other relationship questions, just like, good morning. Let's turn to a relationship question.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
our conversations will just be about relationship questions for 1,000 questions.
We have a long way to go.
So let's knock off like one of the beginning ones. Like, this is my theory. My theory is that they front load this page, which is they give you the best kind of questions at the very beginning, and then kind of like the questions get less in interest points as you go along. That's my theory. What about you, Jonathan?
I don't know. This is my first time hearing about it. So probably, I don't know how they can have 1,000 amazing questions.
This is not your first time. This is your
Well,
first
no, no,
time me
no.
telling you about the download, and this is my first
Yeah, well,
time
the
reading it.
first time actually looking at it,
Mm,
I remember you telling me about it, but I meant looking at it.
we're in the same boat, but I still have a theory.
Well, I'm just gonna go with the wind and just go with it. Go with the flow.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, so let's start. Personality, feelings, and emotions. Okay, number one. What things about me remind you of any what hold on. What things about me remind you of anyone from your past, either past sweethearts or good friends? What things about you? So I guess like positive and or negative?
Yeah, probably. But
Maybe I should share my screen so people can also see it.
maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You
But
know,
while I do that, you should think about it because you're
I am
going
thinking
first.
I am thinking about it, but I can already say that you aren't like any of my friends or past sweethearts. So it would be
I'm not like completely different.
you're way different.
You need to have an answer, yo.
Hey, I don't need to do anything, all right? Um,
I'm gonna share my screen then so
mm,
people can see.
let's see. What is there? This is a hard question already. How about
Oh, we could share a whiteboard. What is this? Share. Oh.
that? What are you drawing?
Hi.
Hi.
Come on, answer the question while I
I'm
doodle.
thinking. I realize
God,
that. All right. I just don't know this is a difficult question, especially since
I'm doodling.
no,
Okay, good. You shouldn't be distracted by mundane things such as that. What is-
I'm distracted by everything. No.
Okay, let's make this exciting and like
What?
let's write out the question. What things about me remind you of anyone from your past? Let's write this down.
Hmm. Hmm. Maybe the only thing I can think of is probably your positive personality. Shut up. Don't have a clue. Whatever. Um, I think my very first crush had a really positive attitude, and that's why I was attracted to her. So I would say that is probably like the only thing from my past. The rest, I mean, I've had a lot of bad relationships.
What about
Eh,
negative?
Negative.
Yeah, it didn't
You're
specify
well.
negative or positive.
You're messy, and
Was one of your exes messy?
yeah. Mhm.
Well, it's not all about exes either. It's about
Well,
friends too. See?
yeah, I know. I read the question.
Okay. So what about friends?
Friends. Not really. I mean, I grew up with a bunch of like dudes that just are shut-ins and played games all the time, and you're nothing like that. So, no, not friends.
Okay. You done?
Yeah, I'm done. I can't think of anything else.
All right. Well, that's something. Positive attitude and messy.
Messing.
You see my whiteboard? You see my whiteboard?
I actually see your whiteboard. It's very white.
Okay. For me, Kim.
Kim. Capital K.
Who cares? Okay.
Oh,
Um, let's see. The romantic part of you is similar to an ex I had.
mm-hmm.
Mm. And you are white and tall. Let's see. uh,
White and tall. I could have said that when all like a lot of my girlfriends are Asian. I wasn't thinking of physical.
remind. Um, maybe that's it. That's it. Romantic and white tall. All right. Next. What do you think are my talents? Do you think you have any of the same talents?
Mm-hmm.
I've lost the whiteboard. Oh, there it is.
No, it's there. Do you think are my talents? Um, I think one of your talents is you don't let bad things get to you when you're out and about. You just enjoy the moment that you're in, if that makes sense.
Yes.
I think that's one of your talents. Do I think I have any of the same talents? I don't think so. I don't think I have the same talents as you. We're quite different in that aspect, I think. What about you?
Uh, oh shoot, it's all overlapping.
What's all overlapping?
This is what I get for trying to do this.
Yeah,
Oh.
for listeners, she's failing at the whiteboard. She's making it all ugly. And
Talent.
she didn't capitalize a K in her name, which I find
And
insane.
and I'm
Insane.
leaving. And I'm leaving that
Ugh.
layover.
Ugh. Ugh. Gross.
All right, let's see. I forgot the question because I was deafened by your complaining.
Shut up. Shut up. What do you think are my talents? Question mark. Do you think you have any of the same talents?
I think I know how to speak English, and I have similar talents. Like I speak English as well. Um, I think your talent is being really consistent with things, and I am not.
Mm,
Like exercising and waking up early and stuff.
consistency. I see. That is
Mm.
very true. I am very consistent.
And what else? I don't know. You really don't show off talents to me. You're just like consistent.
Hmm. I'm not a show off. I'm really not.
Or you just tell me you're not good at things. So I'm like, all right. Like if I ask you about anything, you're like, oh, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that. So I don't know what you are good at.
I'm good at
I have
things.
no idea. So there you go with that question. Um, speak English and consistent. Are these answers so awesome?
They're so boring.
Why is it boring? To me it's hilarious. Okay, why how many physical fights? Wait, are you saying they're boring because you actually think that they're boring answers? Are you
No,
bored?
no.
Then why do you lie?
I'm not lying. I was joking.
How many physical fights have you been in? Do you usually start them? Why do you fight?
I haven't been in a physical fight with anyone other than a sibling, and they were
Okay.
usually started over like stupid shit, like just being mad at each other for something, or the sibling just poking at you to the point where you just get irritated, or the sibling throwing water on your face to wake you up in the morning, and then you wake up in rage, nothing but feeling of rage.
I've never like had feelings of rage.
Oh, I did when I got woken up by water in my face. I was very mad.
Why? Who cares? It's just water.
Uh,
Why are
I
you
did
super?
care.
Why do you go into rage mode when it's just water that evaporates and will go
Uh,
away?
well, I was more angry back then, and little things pissed me off.
I think little things still piss you off. You just don't visibly show it. Sometimes you do show it though.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
I'm not as mad as I was before. I would say little things bug me, but they don't piss me off.
Okay. For me, not really. How many physical fights? Probably none that I can remember. I don't start physical fights. I think physical fights are for, like, even when you're a kid and you get into a physical fight, you just don't want to fight. Or I don't want to fight. Even when I was a kid, like fighting over like a ball in a recess or something. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh, why am I fighting over a ball? And then I just stop. Like a ball is a ball. In my mind, nothing is worth fighting for. Nothing physical is worth
Mm,
fighting over stuff.
nothing's worth fighting for.
Has anyone very dear to you died? How did you handle it?
Yes, my grandmother died.
How did you handle it?
Not well. I
What
was
did you do?
very, I was very sad, and I really didn't know how to feel at first. It was very unreal for me because it's the first death I've ever experienced. So
So what did you do? How did you handle it?
Well, I didn't do as well in school after she died, and I didn't really talk about it either. Uh, I guess I kind of shut down.
Okay. So you shut down and then you fail at life.
No, I didn't fail at life. I'm doing fine right now.
No, I'm telling that's not now. That was like back then. You said you were going to
But,
school.
well, life is all of life, all right?
No, I mean, how do you handle it? You just shut down and your priorities just die.
Well, they did for a little bit, not for long, just a little bit.
How long did it take you to
Uh,
recover?
well, I I still like get sad just thinking about it, but as far as like being okay, like accepting it, I don't know, maybe like a year, I don't know. I don't really remember how long it took me.
Okay, my turn. No.
No.
Okay, next. What are you most fearful of? How does that fear keep you from things you would like to do?
Mm, I guess I'm fearful of big crowds. I don't like being around big crowds. It makes me uh uncomfortable sometimes. Um,
Oh shit, I use this headset and you're using headset, but I don't know if it's recording the sound. You know what I'm talking about?
just pause it and test it.
Let me see. How do I stop the sharing? Hmm. Stop recording.
Just
Hello. Well, oh,
uh,
darn it.
what?